kind of curious. Now, you went through that. What ran you into Xbox throughout this now? Because now we're talking about, Sega, and I'm sure you grew up playing some PlayStation and whatnot, but
Right.
where was the fork in the road when you're like, all right, I'm going this way?
Okay, so as far as the Xbox, right? I remember, and it's crazy, man. Speaking of WWE, this is back then when I used to play. Man, I think at that time it was like 2006 or whatever. SmackDown versus Raw 2006 or whatever it was called back then. I believe that was out, right? Or '08. It was one of them. But I was playing that, right? Super heavy every day. My brother, my homeboy, my cousins, XYZ. And so I had always wanted an Xbox, low key, right? Because I was one of them original, Xbox haters, right? It's crazy because we're in this console sphere, right? This gaming community, and we see a lot of these guys, talking about Xbox, talking about PlayStation, but they don't know where this originated from, right? I was one of the original dudes. Like, yo, what is that, man? Forget that Xbox, man. Coming from my PlayStation XYZ.
I was that guy as well. I feel you.
Yo, so the first game I ever seen was the commercial for Fable. And when I seen that Fable commercial, I'm like, I see this little boy looking in like a puddle. He's under like the thumb of a tyrant, right? He's getting oppressed. He's going through all these negative things, but you can make all these decisions throughout the RPG campaign that can affect how you turn out and affect things in the world. I'm like, that is super dope. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And it said on Xbox. I'm like, that looks cool, but forget Xbox. My PlayStation can do better XYZ, right? Much like these dudes of the day, right? So so you fast forward a little bit, my homeboy, we chilling at my homeboy house one night. So it's the end of the night, everybody chilling, whatever. So I'm downstairs and I see he has an Xbox. And so I'm like, oh shit, this dude, oh smack, this dude got an Xbox. Let me, I'm gonna check this out and see what he got on it. Then I discover like, oh wow, it's games on the Xbox. Like it's pretty crazy. So let me try this Fable game because I wanted to play it. Man, I played that game all night, like because it pulled me in. It was so intriguing and captivating. So when I played that game that night, I'm like, man, yo, we on this PlayStation thing, but this new Xbox, yo, it got some dope games. So it made me finally, get a 360. Um, me After me experiencing that Fable and me seeing all the dope games they had, um, it came time for the Xbox 360 to come out. And I seen and heard all the things that we're going to try to do with that console, from, making online gaming mainstream in households and trying to push the graphics of the next generation, just doing all these things. Because if you remember, the 360 came out before the PS3. It came out a year earlier. So the 360
And cheaper.
took us into the yeah, for facts. The 360, the Xbox 360 took us into the real start of the next generation. So we getting online games. Like they kicked that off. They even kicked that off with the original Xbox. But anyway, with me seeing what this Xbox 360 is going to do, and me seeing this game called City of Heroes, where you can play online with people and create your own superhero, and something called Saints Row, because the original Saints Row was an Xbox exclusive back then. So me seeing all these new games, I'm like, yo, I got to get that thing. This is the next big thing in gaming. And so that's what made me, choose to get an Xbox 360. Seeing what that everything that an Xbox was going to bring to gaming and where it was going to try to take it.
Okay. Wow. So that's so Fable really kicked you into gear when it came to the Xbox.
Yeah, that was the first game I actually purchased when I got a 360, because I found out it was backwards compatible, right? So I went and purchased the original Fable, like Jedi Knights, I believe, and a Unreal Championship. Bro, I bought all the old Xbox stuff that I wanted to play when I was a PlayStation head on my 360. So when they say nobody buys new consoles or old games, bro, you ain't no gamer then. I bought old games first, bro, because I missed out on it. So
Right. Yeah, I tell you. I mean, there is a lot of games that were on the original Xbox that just flat out performed better because of the hardware that was in there. Like if you go back to